Morning, this is David Wendell with Bushcraft on Fire, and we're here at Winter Camp with Joe and with MaryAnn, and we're having a great time. It's about, I guess, 5 or 6 degrees outside today, so we're working here on the fireplace hearth with some bow drill techniques. What we've done is we've got some cedar 1x4, and I want to show you how to take that cedar 1x4 and to make a bow drill set that you can make at home. You can go down and buy this at your local Lowe's, your HQ. You just take and baton off part of that, so then you have a relatively square piece and a piece that's about 3 by 1. And what we'll do is we'll take our knife and we'll begin to carve this out. Very simple, just a couple minutes here into a circle, and this piece will become our spindle. So there we go. Got that carved out into our spindle, and what I'll do is I'll turn this around, do the other side, and then we'll be right back with you. Once you get your spindle relatively smooth, what I'm going to do is to just bring a notch on the top. I'm going to point this out, and this will be the top end of my spindle. And you can see I'm just taking it to pretty much of a straight angle. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom, but I'm going to make it a little bit narrower. Not going to be quite as pointed. There will be a point, but it's going to be a little bit less of a point. That way we'll be able to burn this into the hearth board that we have left over. So then we've got that point on the bottom, we've got our point on the top, we've got our hearth. Now I'm just going to make a little hole right here in the hearth, and that hole is what I'm going to use to burn in my spindle. And you can see it's right about at the edge of the hearth board. Okay, so I'm going to take that, put it over here on this fireplace hearth so we don't burn the cabin down that we're in. I will thread my spindle onto the bow, and you may remember the handhold that I have here on my knife. Put that in, and what we're going to do now is just to mate these two boards together. So I'll just turn it for a minute till we start to get a little bit of smoke, and that'll be good enough. So now we've got the hearth burned in, and what we're going to do is make our notch. Now what I'm doing is I'm making my notch and I'm sawing back into it. You can see, if you look careful, that I'm going at a triangle. Then I'll just pop that out, and there's my notch about 1/3 of the way back into the hole, but on the bottom it's open, and that allows me to have that coal form in there and hold in. So let's put the spindle back on there, and let's see what we can do. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with just a little bit of pressure and get some speed on there. Once we get that notched in, because it's got to remate for a second, once we get that notched in, I'm going to go full force for 8 or 10 strokes. With full long strokes. You can see the smoke starting to come up already. Now I'll put some pressure on there, then we'll back off. Let's see what we got. And there's our coal. So it takes a few seconds, folks, and you can get your coal. You see that coal is a very nice sized coal, smoking good. What we're going to do now is to show you a tinderless technique real quick. Alright, I've got my coal. Got a little extra dust here. What I'm going to do is just sprinkle this sawdust on there. That helps that coal to grow a little bit. And as long as we don't burn the cabin down, I think we'll be in good shape here. I'm going to put some of these shavings around that. We're just going to let it go for a second or two. Let that coagulate and catch. And then give it a little gentle blow and see if we can't get something going. There we are. We'll blow it right into flame. Put it right into the fireplace here. So we've got our morning fire, folks. And what we're going to do is have Joe and MaryAnn go ahead and work on the bow drill a little bit as well. And we'll bring you some shots of them. So we'll be right back with you. Alright, Joe's burning his notch in here. He's using good, long, full strokes on the bow, which is proper technique. So now he's just going to add a little more pressure. And there he goes, burned in fine. Good job, Joe. Alright, now we got MaryAnn burning in her notch. She's going to put a little more pressure. Good full strokes. That's awesome. Got some good students here. We're sorry the rest of you weren't able to make it out. Alright, good job, MaryAnn. Alright, well, it's MaryAnn's turn. She's got her notch in there. And she's got a real good technique. Now she just needs to put a little more pressure down. There we go. Nice long strokes. Back up a little bit, MaryAnn, and give me 4 or 5 really quick ones.
Good?
A couple more. See what you got there. Upper body strength there. Alright, slowly take your drill out and let's see what we got. Slowly take that off of there quick. No?
No.
No. We had a good thing. I think maybe the notch just has to be opened a little bit more on the top. Alright, Joe's got it burned in, put a new notch in there. His other notch busted. So I think he's going to get a fire this time. It's looking good. That dust is just pouring out of there. Nice full strokes. He's got his spindle straight up and down. Alright, back off a little bit, Joe, and give me a couple of good fast ones. Give me what you got, buddy. Alright. And there we go. Joe has a coal. We're just going to let that coal build for a minute. Awesome job, Joe. Way to go. How was it, Joe? Pretty easy with that setup?
Yeah.
Like a cedar? Definitely start a fire with that.
Good, cool.
Well, this is David Wendell with Bushcraft on Fire.
I'm MaryAnn.
Joe?
And we're coming live to you from winter camp. Hope that you guys enjoyed this video as much as we enjoyed making it. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon on another video.